Do. Welcome everybody for the fourth or fifth time this week. I am doing the Black and Gold Dynasty show, and we are talking wild card playoffs. Pittsburgh Steelers against the Buffalo Bills. So stay tuned, sit back, and enjoy the show. Welcome once again to another exciting edition of the Triple B. Nope, it's just the Black and Gold Dynasty show. The Triple B is the whole brand. That's just how it is. I do so many shows, sometimes I don't even know what I do. But I just want to give a big shout out for last night. If you guys did not catch this show last night, okay, we had JT Toth from Draft 412 in the house talking Steeler football. Now, Draft 412 does the drafts for the Steelers, the Pirates, the Penguins. He talks about Pitt football, Penn State. He does everything local. So if you guys are into local sports, he's the guy to get a hold of. He will be back on the show in the spring because he's going down to the combine. And I know last night, I think maybe he said it during the show or after the show, he is going to be my Mel Kiper. That's what he does for a living, ladies and gentlemen. He watches NFL films and college films and does all that stuff. He's a journalist. Draft 412. He has a podcast. He talks Steelers and he does Penguins right now, and he's getting ready to do the Pirates in the spring. And JT will be back on very, very soon. Very, very soon. It was a great show last night. If you guys haven't got it, it's on YouTube. Go subscribe. Get the numbers up. Facebook. It was live on Facebook too, and it will be on Buzzsprout once I do the audio with the podcast. So I appreciate everybody for tuning in to this Steeler week, man. I'm so excited. I just just got back from doing my own personal stuff in the gym, and I flew right in, started stuff, tried to find some information, tried to send some emails. I got some people with some emails out. Maybe we'll have some of the guys from the Mania Megacast or the NFL Pick show up. If they don't, that's okay too, because I got tomorrow night. I got this kid. This kid will be in the house tomorrow night because we'll be talking about the wild card Pitt and Buffalo game Sunday at 1. This kid is a huge Buffalo fan. He's been coming on. He might be on right now. I don't know. I haven't got to. Oh, Craig, thank you so much for checking in, Craig. Thanks for popping on. Thanks for your support, man. Love you, brother. Thank you so much. Craig Fitzpatrick, one of the originators, one of the pioneers on the Triple B Experience podcasting shows. So thank you so much, Craig, for popping in, man. I appreciate it. And I appreciate everybody, for popping on and spending a little bit of their time with me. And I'll try to get to the comments in Facebook and on YouTube as we talk. Oh, Justin, thank you for tuning in. He's from Erie. Let's go Steelers. Thank you for tuning in to the Black and Gold Dynasty podcast. We are just doing, we're prepping all week, brother. We're prepping all week. This is a pro Steeler podcast. I'm going to tell you, like I'm going to tell everybody, I don't bet against the Steelers. I don't pick against the Steelers. I am a typical Yunzer. I live, breathe, and die Pittsburgh Steeler football. That's how it is, guys. I'm pumped up for Sunday at 1. I don't care how much snow. I don't care how much wind. I don't care. Pittsburgh all the way. Let me get this some Facebook. Hold on. I got to turn this down. I got other people on other shows and talking about other shows. I think they're doing a show right now is these guys, Freight Train and the Smartest Man in Philadelphia, Rich Smoke. Their new show was tonight. The Elite Sports Banner Network presents the NFL Elite Banner. They're talking NFL right now as we speak. Sorry I had to go at 9 o'clock, but that's just how I roll. They got a great show. I listened to it. The first show was tonight. If you didn't see it, catch it in the archives. Okay, here we go. Ta-da, Steeler Freak. Jim Moore is the only head coach to go 7 years in a row without a playoff win. Tomlin wins or is added to the list. Yeah, that is, you know what, Steeler Freak, you know what I saw on social media today, as crazy as it is because Nick Saban is out at Alabama. I saw somebody posted about Tomlin maybe going to Alabama. I mean, that's just only, you know, craziness, but it's out there. You know what I mean? So let me get to, Barry Rice. Steelers 24, Bills 17. I like that, Bear. I do. And hey, man, thanks for jumping on. I appreciate it. Hopefully everything's good going in your land, brother. Hope everything is peaches and cream. You know, it's been a long time, Bear. I haven't seen you in a while, man. Former Marion Center alumni, man. I totally appreciate you jumping on, brother. Okay, let's see this. That Steelers Freak playoffs. Are you kidding me? Oh, I remember that. That was one of the greatest sound bites of all time, guys. Playoffs. Oh, let me get. Oh, I'm competing with a lot of people tonight. Oh, jumping G Jehoshaphat. Hey, it is what it is, man. It's Steeler playoff time, and all you Steeler fans, jump on board. Feel the electricity. Feel the excitement. We're talking Steelers. Pro Steeler talk here. Sometimes I get a little animated. Holy heck, Ralph is on YouTube. Ralph Williams. How you doing? I believe Ralph was going to come on Saturday. We're going to do a Saturday show at 7 o'clock the night before. I'm going to try to get a lot of people on to just, keep this Steelers spirit going. So Ralph Williams, he also does this, and he'll probably be, I don't know if he'll be doing it after the game. He might be the last one of the season, but also, too, he does the post-game show. It'll be the Steelers' last, hopefully, maybe not the last post-game show. He does it about 20 minutes after the game. He has, people like Smoking Jim Frazier and Steven Splatz on there, JT Toth. He had myself. He had Shane Stodmiller on. So, and speaking of Shane Stodmiller, Shane does a lot of college YouTube show, Big 12. He's probably doing that tonight. Bubba, I won. Yeah, you're a winner, brother. You're a winner. And I'm still going to do everybody that did their trivia questions throughout the year. I'm going to have my wife. We're going to put it in. Like I said, I still have them. We're going to put it in a hat, and we're going to pick a prize. It's going to be Steeler merchandise of some kind, something, or maybe some Triple B merchandise, which I got to get. So, or something, because we'll see how it goes. So let me get into Facebook because I'm doing 6 million things at once. Okay, here we go. Beth from Florida. She's in the house. Hopefully everything's great. Beth, happy 2024 to you. Benjamin says 24-10. Okay, yes. Ralph said he's good for Saturday at 7. Send me the link. I did send you the link, brother. I know you just did your show. My wife is on. Thank you. Mwah. I love you, baby. That's right there. That's the, yeah. Mwah. I can do that. Okay. Bob, I wouldn't mind seeing a snow game. I haven't seen a snow-covered field in a while. Well, they said, speculation people, they said they were going to go to Cleveland. That's probably a false rumor. It's not going to happen. They're not going to have all that shipped to Cleveland. Bills Mafia is not going to Cleveland. Steeler fans don't want to go to goddamn Cleveland. You know what I mean? They just don't want to do it. Benjamin says, go Steelers. I did send some links out, so hopefully people jump on. I did, you know what I mean? Just to call and, just get pumped up and get ready for this Sunday Steelers playoff. We haven't been there since a couple years ago. Last time we were into playoffs, we got our asses handed to us by, there he is, Rich Smoke, by Cleveland, and I wasn't happy then. I took all my cable out. Rich Smoke, how you doing, sir?
I'm living the dream, man. Living the dream. Had our first episode tonight, me and Freight Train. It was a fun time.
Yeah, it was very, very good, man. You guys were very knowledgeable, and I listened to probably 95% of the show. And I gave you, here we go once again, everybody, like I said before, here is the logo and the show Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Is that correct?
That is correct. Every Thursday, 8 o'clock, we will be starting. We are trying to keep it punctual. We went 2 minutes over, just saying thank you to the fans.
Oh, Jesus.
Listen, first night ever, we just want to make sure we said thank you to everybody we could before we tuned off. Well, I will say at one point, at the height of the show, it was like 15 or whatever viewers that popped up on my thing. And I got to admit, super proud of myself. Super proud of everybody for showing up, though. I mean,
it's awesome. Hard when you're running a show and trying to do YouTube comments, Facebook comments.
Well, what sucked was
you did a great job, though.
Well, what sucked is my Gmail is locked out right now. I guess because I was attaching so many accounts to it so quickly.
Oh,
they saw it as a problem, so you have to verify. Well, every phone number that I try to be able to verify it tells me that I'm not allowed to use it. So I can't. So now I try to call this number to get Google support, and the automated thing keeps hanging up on you. So there's no way back in.
God.
So I wasn't able to use our YouTube because I couldn't get into the email. So then I went, all right, well, I'll stream to the Facebook page. Well, I only made the Facebook page about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. It's not old enough to go Facebook Live yet. So I had to stream to my personal Facebook,
you need to connect it to your personal Facebook anyway.
Which in reality, it worked out because, I mean, a lot of my people, I mean, everybody on my page almost is a football fan. So,
right.
But yeah, for anybody here, I know Chris Elliott, I saw make an appearance, Shane Stattmiller, Larry Stryker, all you guys. I mean, everybody that comes on here that came on there tonight, I appreciate y'all. So, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely send out some links at some point. It'd be nice.
Steelers Freak. Yeah, it's on my Facebook, and then I'll just message me or message Smoke, and we'll get it to you, man.
It's funny. I think 80% of my comment section was Cowboys in Pittsburgh, and I was like, "What the hell is going on with my Eagles show?" I'm just kidding. It is not an Eagles show by any means.
Well,
Actually, I think we talked about the Eagles the least amount, actually, out of all the football games. We talked about the Eagles.
I know you did, because you were like, "Oh God, we got." And you know what? What's sad? You took them on your show.
Well, because you know what? Well, no, because they were saying the other night, they were saying yesterday that A.J. Brown was doubtful. Right. They were saying Devontae Smith was doubtful. Swift was really sick still, apparently. So he was doubtful. And Darius Slay was questionable. Well, Slay is now, all four of them are now participating fully in practice. So
yeah,
I have to believe that Jalen can't suck that bad.
I got a question for you. Hey, Rich, as me know, I'll be making my first trip to Inside the Link to WrestleMania Sunday. You have to let me know where I can see you, and when time get closer. Oh yeah, Craig's going.
Yeah, there's a ton. Yeah. So if you mean inside of the Link, there's a lot. But if you mean Philadelphia in general, you can throw a rock by accident and hit a monument. So you will find something to do no matter where you are in Philly. I mean, if you want to go down, you go down Market Street, further down. You got Independence Hall. You got the Liberty Bell is still there. You can do tours of all that. The first ever City Hall is still in Philadelphia, where they were actually initially doing everything at.
Right.
Before the White House is where Washington was living at the time. And there's a million things. Museums every other block.
You can't use Facebook because we'll get you hooked up, brother.
Well, I'll tell you what. I don't know what you have, but I am going to be on YouTube starting next week. We're going to have it fixed up for you guys. So we'll be on YouTube. So right now we're everywhere. We're Instagram. We were streaming live to Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, and I believe we will eventually be posting some snippets of it on TikTok and things like that. So you have a streaming service we're going to be on.
Yeah, he'll be on YouTube here probably very soon. Steelers Free.
Once I get Google to actually cooperate and unlock my email.
Oh, I know it's hard, and now you're running it, brother. And Freight Train got there, and did he go to Steelers Realm podcast tonight right after?
Yeah, which is perfect. I mean, I didn't realize he was in a rush anyway, but I completely forgot about the Steelers Realm podcast being tonight. So I was trying.
I'm going against him right now. I can't help it. I mean, it is what it is.
I was trying to run 1 hour
guys,
anyway.
But I know they do stuff. But hey, man, I'm rocking and rolling. I am not messing around. I am. I'm getting people from all walks of life. Like, I mean, it's just.
Well, that's why I scheduled 8 o'clock. I know usually you go a little bit later.
Oh, that's
the week,
okay.
So
I mean, I don't usually.
Thursday's my only good day.
I usually don't do Thursdays anyway.
Well, as you can tell, I never left work. Right, I went home for like a half hour to have lunch. Well, actually, it's fake, which is nice though.
Oh, that's good.
The old owner, actually. Yeah, I'm in here making sales one day, and he's in here over there stacking the tree up, making a lot of noise. It was great.
I got some predictions. Alan,
this is my office. Welcome to my office.
I love when Kal-El's uncle takes us. I mean, he's a big Steeler fan, and I love it because he took the Steelers 21-20 Steelers. I'm telling you, Kal-El's coming on tomorrow night, man, and it's going to be. I'm going to have to. I told my wife he's going to have Teflon because them Steeler fans. He's 13 years old. You know what?
Listen,
if he's talking it, he's got to take it and dish it out. They're coming probably. And
rule of thumb is though, I don't care how old you are. The moment you come on here and you post one trash talking comment, you are saying ignore my age, treat me like an equal. Okay, fine. I don't see you as 13. I see you as about to get your ass beat verbally real quick, though. Because there's a reason why they call me Rich Smoke. I'm just saying. I'm here for it.
Well, I mean, he's been posting stuff. He had a meme where the only thing that the Steelers can suck was a vacuum or it was broke or something. I seen on his thing. And well, he's good at cutting and pasting. He's a master at that. But he's coming on tomorrow night because I couldn't get him on during the week because it's school time. You know what I mean? He's got to go to bed, and you know how it goes. But tomorrow night at 9 o'clock, he's coming on, and he could come on Saturday at 7. I'm doing it earlier on Saturday for the last night. I'm not going to be able to do it Sunday. His uncle said I lent him one of my terrible towels for his tears on Sunday. Oh, nice, Alan. Speaking, you know what? Speaking of the kid, there he is. He just popped
Every
on.
time you say his name,
every time I say his name, he's like Beetlejuice.
He has like verbal alerts set to where every time you talk.
And Chris Ward, Troy Pierce, thanks for tuning in. Benjamin says Steelers will make the Super Bowl. Stairway to 7. And I did drop
to 7. What a
I still dropped some links out to some fans. So guys, I gave you some links. If you want to get on and give your scores and just say hello and just say go Steelers, I'll if you do it on Sunday, you'll be crying from the loss. No, I'm not doing it on Sunday because I can't, kid. I can't tell you why. But but anyway, speaking of the Wonder Kid, tomorrow night at 9 o'clock, Kal-El will be on for the Buffalo Bills, the other side. And it's going to be a good show. We're going to see who all comes on tomorrow. Kal-El is going to be one of them. And everybody, if you haven't subscribed to his podcast, it's Buckle to Buckle with Kal-El. He does WWE mostly because he hates AEW. So I mean, he's got I think his second show out. So I mean, pretty much everybody that does the Mania Mega Panel actually has podcast shows. Chris and Donnie are going to have to do a show. They're probably going to have to do Powerlifting.
The only ones you don't have to watch is Kal-El's and Larry's. Wait for your time.
Well, I like to get Larry on maybe tomorrow night or Saturday because I know he's a big Steeler fan. So, you don't have to. Yeah, he does hate AEW. Thanks for the shout out.
I think one of the things I definitely want to do is bring the Mega Mania cast together and kind of do it like on my show kind of thing and have a little bit of an amp up there. I mean, listen,
see, Larry just jumped. I'm telling you, every time you mention somebody,
Larry Striker
is in the house. Larry, let me know if you can come on tomorrow night because I'm sure you and Kal-El going at each other will be podcast history. But everybody that's doesn't know it or is new to the show, I thank you, but Larry Striker is the host of this Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk.
Yes, I did get it right on my podcast the second time.
And he will be on the show. Him and JJ and Jason Reese will be on my show. Live interview, first time ever, February 6th. And
now, I'm going to say one thing.
Raw and uncut.
I might gag, but I want to say one thing, and that is,
Uh-oh.
Larry, thank you for tuning into my show. I appreciated seeing you on there. It was a great time. That's all I'm going to say. That's it.
Well, Kal-El said Larry would definitely pick the Bills. See, I'm telling you, this kid's going to have.
You're asking for trouble, kid.
I'm telling you, kid. Woo! And his whole family is like, I think his mom and dad are not Steeler fans.
Mm-hmm.
They're Buffalo Bills fans. But like his uncle Alan is. I know he's.
We can't all be perfect.
Diehard. No. But tomorrow night, Kal-El will be on at 9 o'clock to give his expertise of the Buffalo Bills because he knows all those players, and that's I'm an equal opportunity employer. He said Larry would pick. Larry says I love Dick Smoke. That's what he said. And then Kal-El said Larry would pick CM Punk in a football game.
Only Larry would say I love Dick in the same sentence. I mean, that's terrible.
Send me the link. Oh, you want to come on now? Okay, hold on. I'll
Larry's coming on? Oh,
yeah,
no.
I'll bring you on there.
It's the striker.
There was, like I said, there was speculation of the game going to Cleveland. That is false.
No, it is false.
They're going to play in Buffalo, and
there was some people talking about that. In my comments section, people were going crazy about that. I was looking it up in live time, and it was all that was never going to happen. Buffalo was refusing to get rid of their home field advantage.
I said it to him now. He said tomorrow. I gave it to you now too. If you want to jump on, you can jump on tonight, tomorrow, Saturday. I don't care, man. This is all potluck. I sent it anyway, but I'll send it to you tomorrow.
I'm not staying long. I'm gonna stay for about 9 more minutes. I'm gonna get home.
You got. I mean, I'm just gonna talk a little bit, more of the Steelers stuff. Like, I didn't go. I mean, I've been going in depth about some stuff and some advantages of the game and some X factors. Like, let me ask you. And I asked like JD Toth last night, and JT actually had some good. I wanted to go. Which advantage would you give the Buffalo Bills defensive line or the Steelers offensive line?
Oof. Damn, that is a tough one. I mean, Buffalo's banged up. I mean, if they're healthy, I think it's a good battle. I think right now, though, I think with the way that the defense is right now in Buffalo, they're a little bit beat up. It's going to be a little bit of a rough weather game as well. I'm going to give it to the O-line. I think it's always easier to play. I think in weather like this, it's always easier to play on offense. Offensive line than it is defensive line. So for me, I'm going to have to take Pittsburgh's offensive line. And that's why I love what this guy, Robbie DeFeo, said on my show in the comment section, which was this game is going to majorly come down to the run game, which is the only reason why I think Pittsburgh has a legitimate shot is Mason is not going to have to go out there and throw. If it was a nice weather game, I'd be like, oh, man, Pittsburgh's in trouble because Josh is going to sling that ball everywhere. But I think in this game, I agree. The trenches are what's going to matter, and running the ball is going to matter. And hopefully Najee and Warren can step up and play big in this game because Mason's going to need them both. He's going to need both of them guys to show up.
Well, Kyle says Bills defense will have a good day except for our corners. His Uncle Alan said, got to go with the Bills line, unfortunately. Okay. And Troy Pierce says, hard to beat Ed Oliver, man. I just think tackle to tackle, with Najee running tackle to tackle, not outside. They can't do outside. They just can't. And then using the jumbo tight end package was huge. Washington and Connor Hayward had some great blocks that freed Najee in some big runs. And then let Jaylen Warren go onto the outside and throw a couple screens to him. I'm okay. If Jaylen Warren rushes for, say, anywhere between, let's just say this, plus 40. If Jalen's doing plus 40 and you got Najee plus, let's go plus 85. Plus 85, them two. You're over at 100. The Steelers' offense is over 100.
I think you're going to need at least a rushing touchdown in this game all day, maybe even two of them. Yeah. I think you're going to have to pound the ball into the end zone in this game. I mean, even when they're bad weather, I think Buffalo's going to find a way to score points. Again, the biggest other thing, too, is turnovers. I mean, obviously, Mason hasn't had any yet, but this is going to be his first true test where you're playing against a team in a very, very hard place to play. Buffalo's a tough place to play.
I remember a couple years ago, even with Ben, they didn't give us – I mean, we were underdogs. And that's when TJ Watt took over the game, and it was a block. I think it was a block special teams, and then we beat them.
I do think that the -10 is disrespectful as hell, though. I think Buffalo. I do. Obviously, I took Buffalo, but I will say I think a 10-point favorite is a little disrespectful. I think, in my opinion, I was talking about this with Freight Train on the show. I think, if anything, that should have been a Kansas City and a Miami spread, or a Dallas and a Packers spread. So how is it the Dallas Cowboys are only favored by 7.5?
Or even an Eagles Tampa Bay spread.
Maybe. But Eagles are only favored by 3. That's just we've been playing like shit the last 6 weeks. But I mean, my biggest comparison is how is Dallas only favored by 7.5 and Buffalo's favored by 10? I mean, that just seems a little dramatic to me. I think Pittsburgh is better. I mean, in my opinion, I think Pittsburgh is better than Green Bay. And I just think it's a little bit of a disrespectful move. I mean, while I don't think that Pittsburgh wins, I think it's going to be super close. I'm not sure if you heard my prediction. It's going to be a field goal. Whoever makes that field goal in the end is going to win this football game. It is going to be, or misses one in the end. Who knows?
I got some comments. It's Alan said it's going to be because he gave his thing to the D-line because of the home field crowd. And Kyle L's like, the home crowd will kill the Steelers offense on third down. I don't see that happening. And then Alan says slight advantage. I think he's telling his nephew to calm down.
Well, that depends.
Troy said, be lucky either team scores 10 points in this damn weather.
No, I think it's going to be at least 30 points. I mean, if there's what's the over/under right now? What is that? I don't know.
I don't know. I think I took 24. I think Pittsburgh. I think I took 24-17. I'm probably going to stick with that. And if it goes onto the leg of Boswell, you know what I mean? Oh my God, that'll be because he's good and I don't know who the kicker is, and I'll know tomorrow when the kid tells me.
Right now, due to the weather, the over/under is 36. I would take the under. I mean, but it's close. I mean, I could see it going barely over. I could see like a 27.
Well, let me ask you another question. Let me ask you another question before you. And it's going to be a different one, but it's going to be kind of the same before you roll out. Okay, the Steelers defensive line versus the Buffalo Bills O line. Who's better?
TJ Watt, I believe they announced is out. Correct?
Yes. Yeah, and you're the only one that said like 80% or 95% or something like 90. Remember, you were on first of the week, and I like that, and I thought that'd have been great. And then Tuesday, Tomlin just ruled him out.
I just wanted him to be at least 75. I mean, if he was 60%, it'd be better than nothing. I mean, with Hayward, I know Hayward was banged up for a little bit there.
He's okay. He's got that veteran rest. Larry Aberjobi is, whatever. Danian Roberts has that peck. But
I'm only taking the Buffalo O-line because, again, I think playing offensive line. I played ball. I'm not sure how many guys here have. I know I'm a little skinny now, but there was a time where Rich Smoke was big for a kid. But I did play left guard and left tackle, actually, by the way, in Pee Wee football.
Speed. You were speed.
Well, I played left outside linebacker. I played a little bit of corner, but I was too white for that as I got older, so that stopped being a thing. And I also played DE, and it was my favorite. So, so offensive line, I mean, when I played ball in the mud, in the snow, things like that, I just came to find that defensive linemen are slipping. They're trying to get out of their stance.
O-line. I mean, I was an O-lineman.
You have the advantage. So, as long as you anchor your body down and you got the right footwork and your body is lined properly, you're going to have them guys. If you're pushing hard enough, they're sliding, right? So, in my opinion, depending on how bad this weather gets, I would say all lines on both sides beat both defensive sides on the trenches.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, there's going to be some moments in there where that's not the case every play.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure there's going to be some pressures in this game, maybe even a couple of sacks. But I think in most scenarios, offensive line has a much, much better chance than the defensive line in these kinds of games. Benjamin Barry, I never would have guessed that you were going to say that. I thought you were.
I know. You know how to deal with LL, Bubba?
56-10 Pittsburgh over Buffalo? 56-10?
I don't. Well, that's funny.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God. That's good, Craig.
This is an episode of Cops? Oh, come on.
Yeah. Well, that's Hogan. What you going to do, Kal-El?
Kal-El's the name of Superman. Just
out on you, brother.
I don't mean to get nerdy, but all you got to do is just attach, throw some kryptonite at him. He'll back off. I mean, come on, man.
Kal-El says, I'm not sure what would happen first. Steelers beating the Bills or the Eagles winning and finally being good.
Well, it's funny because last time I checked, we won a Super Bowl just a couple of years ago, and you
I know this
have
kid.
not made one.
I could see if the Bills won a Super Bowl.
I mean, I know it's been a little while now. It's been about 6 years.
They never, ever.
We haven't won in 6 years, but you guys haven't made an appearance in 1 in 30. So I mean, please, come on.
Yeah, I know.
Come on.
It's hard.
The last time you guys were good, Dallas
Let him
was
go.
still winning. No, but the last time the Buffalo Bills were good, Dallas was still relevant, which is a long time ago.
Well, Dallas beat them in the Super Bowl bad.
Yeah,
I mean, real bad.
I know.
I was watching that. Oh man,
that's how
terrible.
You know you suck because you're like the last time that Dallas did beat.
His uncle Alan said, "Whoever doesn't miss field goals and rushes for 200+ yards wins this game equals STEELERS."
You guys are
Kal-El says Bill's O-line is great. Don Dawkins has experience. Well, I hope he has experience.
Yeah, he does.
And he said Rich can count that far back. Jeez.
I can't count that far back. Unlike you, I
can't wait till tomorrow, man.
I hit puberty before you were born, kiddo. It's so good. I've had a beard before you were sparkling your daddy's eye.
Those 4 years that they went straight to the Super Bowl, Kal-El, and Norwood missed that kick. That was the only opportunity they had to win a Super Bowl. If you were born at that time and you were a Buffalo Bills fan, wow, you would be. Your uncle would be giving you terrible towels every week to cry.
Well, the one nice thing about him being young, he never had to experience J.P. Losman in person. He never had to see any of that. That was bad. Remember J.P.
Yeah,
Losman?
I remember that. Their quarterback
was terrible. They had Trent Edwards for a while there.
Yes,
it was terrible.
Yeah.
E.J. Manuel. You were alive for that one, Kal-El. So don't talk trash.
Striker's coming from he's doing a right hook. He said, boy, I love losing Super Bowls equals the Bills. Kal-El, well, I can tell you what, brother. James Cook isn't getting anywhere near 200 yards. Well, I hope not. I wouldn't want James Cook anywhere near 200 yards, kid. But he said Leonard Fournette might get 150 yards, but James Cook will never be anything. He must hate James Cook.
Leonard Fournette, 150 yards.
I'm telling you, I think their leading rusher is going to be Josh Allen. And I've been saying it. I said it on your show. If they hit him in the knee, like Chemo did against Carlson Palmer, it could be something. I don't care if he gets hit. And hey, if he gets hit running the ball in that cold, and he gets, especially if the ground's frozen, and he could get a concussion. And if he gets a concussion, he's done. That it could happen that quick now because that's what they do. And he said, "Boy, I love having a bad quarterback equals the Steelers." There you go, Allstate.
Contact me whenever you get a chance.
Chris Anderson.
Need insurance in PA or Delaware or Maryland.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, darn, Chris. I was having Chris Anderson come on. And Larry says, Kal-El, shouldn't you be tucked in bed with your teddy bear? Oh, tomorrow's going to be good because Stryker will be on one side, Kal-El will be on the other, I'll be in the middle. People will be chiming in. And another thing I was going to talk about was we're not, the Pittsburgh Steelers guys are not getting anything. It doesn't matter if we're in the playoffs. It doesn't matter if we got the defensive player of the year, which I don't think he's going to get. Due to the fact it's just it's the media. I mean, TJ Watt has had a great year, but I think just based on his sacks alone is not going to get him defensive player of the year. I think it might go to Parsons of the Cowboys or Myles Garrett, which Garrett and Michael Parsons doesn't have as much
defensive
stats.
rookie of the year is coming to Philly this year, baby.
Well,
Jalen Carter.
Well, I mean, he has TJ Watt has 68 tackles, 19 sacks, 8 pass defenses, 1 interception, 4 forced fumbles, 3 fumble recoveries, and 1 touchdown. If that's not fucking defensive player of the year, I don't know what is. But that's the way it is because honestly, the nationwide media never gives Pittsburgh Steelers anything, even when we were in Super Bowls. They don't never give us
Me
nothing.
either.
That's true.
Us either. They hate us.
Yeah, we don't get.
They shit talk us all the time.
Yeah. Okay. He said.
Well, because Stephen A. Smith is a big New York guy. Skip Bayless is a big Dallas guy. Michael Irvin, obviously, he got hurt in Philadelphia, and everybody cheered for him, so he hates us forever. All the announcers are all former Cowboys, Giants, or whatever.
Chicken Neck Collinsworth hates the Steelers because he got his ass beat by the Steelers defense. You know, when he played in Cincinnati. Chicken Neck Collinsworth. That's what I call him. I've been calling him that for decades. But Kal-El says, no, Larry Stryker, I'm tucked in my bed with a nice cold bottle of Prime. Oh my God. Alan, prediction. When the Bills get lit up by Mason Rudolph and lose, Kal-El will be looking for another team to cheer for. And that's his uncle saying that.
I love the family love here.
I know. Chris Anderson, it's okay. I'll just say this. Kal-El and the rest of the Bills are going to need crying towels.
I think he has to, I think I might honorably name him Uncle Smoke at this point. I mean,
he's
Jesus.
Smoking. Yeah, Alan's smoking.
He's smoking his own nephew. I love it.
He goes to Steeler games. Alan's like, Bubba, let's go up to Buffalo. And I said, I wish I could, you know, but we'd have to have Kal-El on the top of the car, like National Lampoon's Vacation.
Oh my God.
Kal-El says predictions. When the Bills win, Big Tomlin get fired. He's not going to get fired. Kid.
I hate that too, Pat.
He's not going to get fired.
Here we go. I hate that so much.
Want to be marked safe?
I hate that. Have you heard that when he snaps before he snaps the ball? His new cadence. He goes up. He goes, "All right, here we go." He does it every time.
Oh, really? I didn't even know that.
Well, they had some of the most false start penalties in the NFL last year, and they were having all kinds of miscues with snapping the ball. So apparently Dak came up with this whole "here we go" idea to eliminate some of the confusion at the line of scrimmage. Well, now it's just annoying.
I think he's a choke artist too.
I think he is. I think he's going to win he's going to win week 1 against the Packers, but he's going to lose the second one.
This kid's pretty funny. He goes, "I'll be on top of your car and I'll be eating buffalo wings." Hey, tomorrow night, man. Everybody, tomorrow night, we got Super Bills fan Kal-El in the house. And then I think Larry Stryker's coming on. I sent something out to Shane tonight, but I mean, I know everybody can't make it. Follow NFL Elite banner. There you go.
But all right. Well, it is 9:35. I have my wife messaging me.
Thank you. I know you got to get home.
Guys.
Hey, no problem.
I've been at home on the dining room table for the last hour and a half, so I'm starving.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Well, everybody, before he goes, he is now the new host and the most, Rich Smoke and Freight Train, NFL Elite banner, Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Subscribe, and they'll be on YouTube next week.
Yep. For now, feel free to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, you name it, we're there. And like I said, we're going to take some clips of today's episode. We're also going to be doing some interviews coming up here soon, clipping them down. I'm going to have Bubba come on at some point. I'd like to do an interview with Mr. Bubba here. He brought me on here a million times, kind of motivate me to get back into this a little bit. So definitely.
Well, I'm glad you're doing it because honestly, I've seen people who were watching you jump on your show. You know what I mean? I was laughing, man.
It's funny because most of them are podcasters. I mean, like there was even some guys. Yeah, there was even some other guys. You came on. Shane's obviously a podcaster. Larry's a podcaster.
Well, I come on because I support people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know my Steeler facts. So
I thought I had it. I went to go pull it up on an overlay, and I forgot. I never got your damn logo from you. I don't know if you heard me. I was shouting you out a couple of times about the show, but I didn't have your logo to tell. So I was like, oh my god!
Well, I got people making me I got people making me logos all over the place, man.
And if Larry wants me to flash his, he has to pay me first. So I mean, well, feel free to send some money my way.
Well, Amanda, Kal-El's aunt's in the house. Amanda, hello. She's a Steeler fan too. Hey, have a great good night, brother. See ya.
Much love. Kal-El, don't get smoked too bad. Go to bed. You got to get good grades in school tomorrow. See ya.
Tomorrow he's going to get smoked. He's going to get smoked tomorrow. I'm telling you.
All right, guys.
Hey, see you, Rich. So like I said, everybody, that was Rich Smoke from the NFL Elite banner. Proud person on the panel of the Mania Mega panel where we talk and pick WWE and the AEW pay-per-views and also the NFL weekly pick I do at 8 o'clock with myself, Freight Train, and Smoke and Shane Stodmiller. Kal-El says, if you don't promote, I promote Larry right here. Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk. Larry Stryker and the boys. Yeah, I do it. But hey, I just think, we got Friday night, like I've been saying this whole show. Kal-El will not be in the commentary comments. He will be live tomorrow night at 9 o'clock talking Buffalo Bills, his team against our team, the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I can't guarantee, hopefully his mom Lisa is right there to, usher him out when it starts to get hot, because the heat's going to be coming tomorrow night, kid. I'm telling you, I can't stop the masses. I think you do great on your show, which your show right here is Buckle to Buckle. He's going to have to buckle in tomorrow night because this is something that I never done. I never done any pep shows, pep rally stuff for the Steelers. I've always did it at the Rose Inn and I got drunk at 7 o'clock in the morning and I would party for a whole week getting ready for the game. So now I'm a little older. I just get on podcasts and give my Steelers opinions, and my Steeler opinion this day and going forward, like I do every day. Pittsburgh 24, Buffalo Bills 17. There's going to be a lot of X factors in this game, as we talked about with JT Toth yesterday. And one of the X factors that I said, and I will keep saying, is Nick Herbig from Wisconsin. Oh, there he is. Shane, what's up?
Sorry, I had to do some. I had to talk to my wife and kids after I got off my other show.
My wife's sitting outside, probably like, "What the hell are you doing?" I came out through the door. I'm like, "I love you, honey. I got to do a podcast." I ate a little bowl quick of spaghetti because I just got done lifting. I got a little carbs, and then I'm here. So, okay, Kal-El said it's been a great week this week. Talking trash about the Steelers in your comments. Larry better watch what he says tomorrow, because tomorrow night, like I said, Kal-El's coming in. He's the only Buffalo Bills fan I know. So he's coming in and talk Buffalo Bills tomorrow. And I told him the heat's coming tomorrow. You just missed Rich Smoke. He did his show today. So you just missed that. And you did your show tonight too also, didn't you?
He just called me and I didn't pick up. So.
Oh, well, there. Let's see. Elton John. Friday night's okay for fighting. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's going to be good. Tomorrow night, I tell you what, like I said, last night was great with JT Toth. The night before was Steeler Jesus and Mark from Australia. Steelers Australia. There he is. Steeler Nation's Australia. Our buddy Mark. He tuned in and came on because he's doing his own show. So everybody, please subscribe to Steelers Nation Australia. Mark's show has been kicking ass and taking names. Like, it's just been phenomenal. And he does Steeler stuff every day. Even if it's like 5 minutes or 8 minutes and stuff like that.
Another show's been kicking ass and taking names.
No. I don't
Your show, Bubba.
Oh, my show?
Yeah, it's been fire lately.
Oh, well, I mean, I told you it's a different year. It's 2024. I mean, even if I just get on for a couple minutes a day and talk about something like maybe more pulp culture, I will do that. Like tomorrow night, we're not going to be talking pulp culture. We're going to be talking football. I mean, because that's the biggest news I got besides, and I can hold off on like Echo, and I'll do that next Friday night, because
hey, what do you think of Echo?
I saw the first episode and I like it. And I didn't know.
I did too.
I didn't know she was deaf, and I didn't know she was amputee for real. I did not know that. I had to check and research that.
What they cut off her leg, but not her ears. She just can't hear.
Well, she's deaf for real, but she got her. Yeah, I mean that fight scene was pretty phenomenal.
And the mom that plays her mom in the show is really deaf too.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I had to research a little bit yesterday because I don't know much about the character. But Chris Anderson said Sunday Buffalo will be flooded due to all the tears Sunday. So are you busy tomorrow? Are you coming on tomorrow or Sunday?
I'm coming on
Saturday.
I'm coming on. I have an 8 p.m. show, and I'll be on at 9 right after.
Oh yeah. So what's your show tomorrow?
This just gonna be the West Virginia show.
What did you do tonight?
Big 12. So I went through the top my preseason, my ranking next year for the 16 teams in the Big 12.
Okay.
And I gave like a rundown of who they have coming back. And then I showed up there's a stat that I pulled up that West Virginia's quarterback had they tied for 6th of all the quarterbacks right now.
Uh-huh.
And guess who was tied with him? It was Penix Jr.
Oh.
The dude from Washington's quarterback. So so that's it. Just
Donnie's coming.
College,
nice. Donnie's
stuff.
coming on. Donnie, I will definitely send you an email, brother, to come on and talk
Donnie's
football, brother. I'm telling you, we're going to have a full house tomorrow. So yeah, it's going to be awesome. And then I'm going to do this Saturday at 7. So I'm going to do it a little earlier.
One of my kids' friends came up to me at the basketball game yesterday and said, "Hey, I think I saw you on the Triple B."
Get out of here. Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, hey,
you had those kids from last year that were watching on the regular.
Yeah.
And someone must have just caught a little bit of it and thought it was funny.
I appreciate all the support by all kids from all walks of life. I mean, hopefully most of the young kids of today are Steeler fans, except for the one that's, giving comments here that will be on tomorrow. But Chris Anderson said no Buffalo because they have bad history in the playoffs. Predictions, Chris Anderson said Steelers 34, Buffalo 22 on the arm of Mason. So, and then Kyle said from a Steeler fan, Chris. So yeah, Carlell's going to have to pack a lunch tomorrow because it's going to be he's going to have to show how quick he can shoot from the hip. It should be funny. But yeah, Larry's coming on tomorrow. You're coming on, Donnie.
Maybe Saturday night, Punksy Pete, we'd get a hold of him.
Where's he been, man? Where's he been? You talked to him lately?
I don't know. He doesn't answer my calls. So
does he even have a phone, or how do you get a hold of him?
He has a flip phone, a track phone, one of those ones.
Oh, those aren't very good. You can't get a lot of you don't get a lot of.
You got to literally knock on the guy's door.
Yeah, that guy was crazy, man.
Yeah.
You sure? How long have you known him? You just met him?
Well, I heard he's a distant relative
of yours.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Oh, you known him all your life. Wow.
Well, it's like one of those things you see him at like gatherings and stuff, and no one really acknowledges him. I guess he has some problems. He was kicked out of. People picked at him in Punksy because he had 2 dads, and he would tell people his dads were. Yeah, he's a little bit of a bullshitter. He said his dad was, Chuck Norris and Walker Texas Ranger, and we didn't have the heart to tell him that they're the same person.
Oh yeah, that would have broke his heart. Well, Kyle said he talked to Punksy Pete last night. He told me that the Bills are going to destroy the Steelers. That could be Kyle. You might have said. Yeah, I mean he was a little off, Kyle. I think he was on something, but yeah. So Saturday night, I guess.
He drinks Sambuca, Mountain Dew, and red wine.
Oh my God, all in one.
Yeah, mix that stuff together. Called Sambuca.
Well, I didn't know who he was when he was like, "Hey, put me on your show," and I'm like, "Buddy, I'll put anybody on my show. Here's the link." And I did it tonight, and some people had complications. And then he came on.
Yeah, he doesn't even comment in the comment section too often.
Like what?
Never even seen him.
Steeler Jesus is in the house. Steeler Jesus.
Oh, hey, Steeler Jesus.
He might be on tomorrow or Saturday. He couldn't make it tonight. So, I mean, that was a great show with him, man. And God bless, Steeler Jesus. Mm-hmm. Going to the game, secured front row seats, section 141. So let's give it up for Steeler Jesus. We got Jesus on our side. He's going to the game, and he will.
Oh, he got tickets. That's great.
He got tickets, and he will break bread with the masses. And he will turn beer into wine or wine into beer.
Walking around with Jesus is probably like walking around with like a topless girl.
Everybody wants to stare with you. They're staring.
when I was in Iraq, a guy I used to go to chow with he was a command master chief, and he had they call him scrambled eggs, but it's a SEAL trident. He was a SEAL years ago, and his name was Butch Despard, and he was like walking around with a pair, like someone with their boobs out. And I used to tell him that because everybody would just run up to him, and I'm sure people run up to Jesus and ask him questions.
They probably have to repent, and then they forgive me, Jesus. You came back for our you came back to us, and you died the first time for our sins, but the sin's going to be in Buffalo. And Chris says maybe you can wager with Kal-El when Pittsburgh wins. We can send him a big boy sandwich from Primanti Brothers. I don't know if the kid can eat a big boy sandwich. Kal-El says he got a front row seat to Josh Allen kicking ass. Man, kid, I'm telling you, Jesus is on our side. I'm telling you, Kal-El. Jesus is all right with me.
Bubba, I like Josh Allen. I think he's I think he's a good dude, and I think he's a good quarterback.
Okay, but he's playing the Steelers.
But he's playing Steelers, and it's just like, eh.
I mean, this show's all about I'm a Yinzer. So I mean, he could be the greatest, whatever, but he's playing the Steelers. Like it just.
Did you see that thing I sent you today? With I did it on.
He said he's going to be blessing people with Iron City. Oh, I fucking love it.
Yeah,
I love
that's
Iron.
great.
I got to get Jesus to come down to the bar, man. That would be awesome. Steeler Jesus can come down and bless the bar, bless the Triple B Bar and Grill downstairs.
We need him to do a promo.
Yeah.
This is Steeler Jesus, and you're watching.
Jesus, do a promo for the Triple B experience, man. Send it to me. That'll be awesome, brother. Do it from Buffalo. Oh, that'd be good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good. I can't wait, man. I can't
wait. Send him a StreamYard link. Just have him cut a promo for you.
Well, he can just send it on his phone. He can shoot it. All right, Bubba, here's the wager. What? Here's the wager, Kal-El said. Of the Bills win, you jump through a table. Kid, I'm too old to do the table stuff anymore. I don't know what I would. What about if the Steelers?
Oh my God!
Kid, what are you doing? I'm gonna UPS you to Buffalo.
I just saw a meme on TikTok where a college kid jumped on one of like those tables
that's
you
Bills
buy.
Mafia. They do that. That's crazy. They're crazy.
And it didn't break. It didn't break. He rolled right off it.
Oh, okay. Steeler Jesus just told me Shane he'll be shooting something. All right. Big shout out buddy. To Steeler. I love it, man. We got the Jesus on this Experience podcast. This is, I think, the only Steeler podcast that has Jesus riding shotgun.
You have disciples, so does Jesus.
Oh, well, I'm heavy Jesus. He's Steeler.
Yeah,
Jesus.
well, you got Craig from Patton, Benjamin.
I don't have any disciples, but I am heavy Jesus, over 300 and some pounds. I mean, I have long hair. It's just in a ponytail, but I don't have the beard like Jesus got. And I don't know if I can. I'd have to wear a curtain because I couldn't do a robe, because I'm pretty big. But it's hey, I love doing this podcast because I networking so much. Like, I knew about Steeler Jesus for years, and I got him on a show, and you know what I mean. It's awesome. Like,
that's great,
dude. It's like Christmas every day.
Got clout.
Yeah. No. Well, I don't have any clout, but if you're a Steeler fan, it's just it's just something. It's a brotherhood, Yeah. He said, "Me, Troy, Steeler Cowboy, and Steel Jack City." Yeah, I know I know Troy. Troy Paul, the one that does. I met him at training camp. Great guy, man. These guys do a lot of stuff for charity too, and that's the awesome
thing
part.
that no one mentions is the fact.
I love that. Yeah, a lot of people don't mess.
He goes to the first tailgate at the Bra.
That's the oldest tailgate.
What's her name?
The Brawler, is it Brawler Steeler or something? That's the oldest tailgate. That's the oldest tailgate
40 years.
Yeah. So
she does a lot for charity too. I hear
they all do, and they do great stuff. I support them all, man. I follow all of them. You know what I mean? So, and then Terrible Bra, he said.
Terrible Bra. That's it. Terrible Bra.
So I'm going to send him a link if it's tomorrow or Saturday, whatever day. Well, whatever. Wait, hold on. I'm not jumping through notes. I'm not wrestling. I'm trying to get my pro wrestling promoter's license. I have my insurity bond. I didn't know if I told you that.
Oh,
I have my insurance bond. Yes. Now I have to get the criminal background check. I paid for that. And then I got to send everything to the state. And then it's game on. Yeah. Actually, I had somebody contact me from the FOP. Yeah, it's starting to. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Come on, Bubba. You got to tell me. I mean, this isn't.
No, FOP. They're like, well, Bubba, would you guys do a fundraiser for the FOP? I said, absolutely. You get us someplace in the area that can hold some people. And I start booking a show, and you know what I mean? I just want to pay the boys, man. I just want to pay the workers, you know what I mean? And just make a show where it's kick ass and take names. That's all I'm looking for. Christina Harper, thanks for tuning in. That's all I'm looking for, man.
How long ago did they reach out to you?
Very quickly. But he's has to take it to the board.
A week ago, 3 days ago?
This 2 days ago. He has to take it to the board. So I just told him to let me know. I said, I don't have it yet. But I do have the insurance bond. It's already paid for. I already got it. So I have to download it. So you think they can line
a place up? I mean, the FOP probably have a place in mind.
I'm hoping, here's what I'm hoping. 500 to 800 people at an independent show. That's what I'm hoping. That would be great. That would be great. And then I'm going to have to book some great talent. You know what I mean? I can't book great value merchandise when you got to drive in a Rolls Royce. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I mean, it's slowly coming. I try to say what I do and do what I say, but, and then this podcast is this Triple B Experience brand. This podcast is going to be huge and be the motivational, rolling thing. And there is some people out there that I get some private messages from my podcast, and I want to put it out there. There's a lot of people that are dealing with a lot of stuff. Okay. They're dealing with a lot of stuff, you know what I mean? But, look, my ear is always here. So if somebody that's on my Facebook or listens to my show that has issues or something, you can comment to me privately, and I would be more than happy to talk to you, because some people, that's all they're asking for. So, I mean, I actually had
I'm there to listen too, you could find me on Facebook.
Yeah, I've had some people today. They're like, we love the show, Bubba, and I've been dealing with some stuff. And I'm like, you know what? God bless you. And if you ever, I appreciate it, but you just got to keep positive and stay positive. And, you know what I mean? The world is crazy nowadays, but I said, hey, just, if you need something, just, throw me a Facebook message. My Facebook's pretty much, light screen all the time. I try to get back to people as quickly.
I might take a little while to, Facebook Messenger might take me a while to, I don't know Facebook as well.
Same here. Stay positive. Yeah, I mean, I just try to. I mean, look, I know I get hyper and I go, animated and stuff, but this is what you get. You're getting the real me. That's how I am. I am taking those pills for, trying not to eat so much, and it actually subside me, during Steeler games. I'm not turning into Incredible Hulk and going crazy, and my stepdaughter probably loves that, but it is what it is. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there.
I sent you a meme today with highlights of Steelers wins over the years. Did you see that?
I seen something that you sent me. And I probably, sometimes I don't look at it, right there and then, because sometimes I'm at work.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Yeah.
Well, Chris says, well, you are the kind of people who make life easier and more enjoyable. Thank you, Chris. We make life well, we try.
I don't think Bubba makes life easier. He definitely makes it more enjoyable.
Well, I mean, I get stressed out too. Don't get me wrong. I get stressed. Everybody does. Stephen Harris, thanks for tuning in. Kurt Mears is in the house. Say hello to Kurt. Kurt, what's up?
Hey, Kurt.
People are tuning in, and I appreciate everybody for tuning in, even if it's Steeler talk or even if it's real life talk or it's pro wrestling talk. You know what I mean? It's the brand. It's a brand. The experience, you know what I mean? And with you guys coming on and doing the Mania Mega panel and you guys getting opportunities to do your own stuff, I think it's great. I mean, I think Rich and Freight Train, Rich was, on the Mania panel, and Freight Train does his Steeler Realm stuff, and he's been on a show numerous times. Those guys, speaking of Rich, there he is. I believe I have to send him an email like I did the other night, Rich. I think Saturday night, I think he might be coming on.
I think he's still on the landline.
Jesus, good night, brother. God bless you, baby. God bless you, brother. Steeler Jesus, man. I'm telling you, I love these iconic individuals of Pittsburgh lore. He is one of Pittsburgh lore. Like, he goes to all the games, and it's huge, man. And I appreciate him coming on the
My
show.
son was watching. He's like, is that guy Jesus?
Steeler
and
Jesus,
I'm like, yeah,
baby.
that's Pittsburgh. That's that is. And
yeah,
he's
Steeler
like,
Jesus. You know, we should all next time we come on, we should all drink some wine and say a prayer, get some rosary beads. And I know Cal went to sleep now because it's 9:57, but tomorrow night he's going to need the rosary beads. He's going to have to check into Steelers Smackdown Hotel because they're going to bring the smack.
You know how you do the rosary and you do, penance and maybe. So is Jack Lambert a saint in the Steelers?
No, but Jack Lambert is one of the greatest middle linebackers of all time at 215 pounds.
He would be one of the
1974 Shane was the greatest draft class of all time.
Yeah.
4 Steelers were in the NFL Hall of Fame. It's never been done. It will never be done ever again. And it is truly iconic. And I met Jack Lambert, and I tried to buy him a beer. Me and Boothie and God bless his soul. Dave Booth went down with us too. And God bless his soul was a hell of a guy. It was Andy Osirach. And he passed away many years ago. And we were down there, and Jack Lambert would not take my offering of buying him a beer. Or I said, I'll buy you a Coke, Jack. And he's like, no, I don't want none. I got an autograph downstairs in the bar.
Wow, that's big because he didn't give autographs.
No, back then he was doing the he's still here watching wrestling. Okay, kid, that's good. He was doing something for the Rib Festival. Okay, but you know what happened during that? Chris says Jack Ham. Yes, he's a good guy and a great linebacker, Jack Ham. And Jack Ham played when he was only making $35,000 a year, and he was working in the coal business in the offseason. That's what NFL players did back then. They didn't get these big contracts. But we partied with Brian Hinkle. Middle linebacker Brian Hinkle was there. He was walking his dog, and I'm like, holy shit, it's Brian Hinkle. And he's like, hey, guys. And I'm like, hey, Brian, you want a beer? He's like, yeah, what are you guys doing down here? He goes, I go, well, we're here to see Jack Lambert, man. And he goes, does he look real skinny? Look like he got like some kind of disease? I don't want to say it, but back then, you know what I mean? It started with an A. I go, holy shit, he was busting on fucking Jack Lambert. But we drank beer with him.
Jack Lambert was never more than 200 freaking pounds.
Yeah, he goes, I mean, and it wasn't anorexic that he said the disease. So, you know what I mean?
Like circa 94, 95, I was dating a girl, and her brother played a lot of hockey and inline hockey. And he played in a league that.
Did you see that?
She was just
communion wafers. Oh my God, that's awesome, Steeler freak. Oh, that's so awesome.
He played in a hockey league, and if you even mentioned football or ask him for an autograph, you're gonna get laid out.
Right.
He got pissed.
Yeah, I mean, and I drank beer with Louis Lips one time.
Oh yeah.
I tops. I mean, hey, I try. It's an experience. So these experiences, when I talk about on the podcast, it's true. You know, I remember when I was 12 years old, before we get out of here, I was 12 years old at training camp, and my sister Kelly is a huge Mean Joe Green fan. A huge Mean Joe Green fan. So I think I was 12, Cal was 11. We were down there. My uncle, Jerry, took us to training camp. First time ever, this is in the 80s. And, I was pushing little kids out of the way, and Mean Joe Green put his hand on my shoulder. He said, hey kid, you knock it off. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, well, Mr. Green, can you autograph this thing for my sister? And he did. I have, and he signed one for me too. I have it downstairs on one of those small little 3x4 notebooks with the spiral back then.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I got Chuck Knowles too, because my sister ran across training camp and caught Chuck Knoll before he entered the facility in Latrobe, the dorms. And Kel got his autograph, me and her. You know what I mean? Both of us. Oh, thanks, brother. Thank you so much. We'll see you this week, maybe tomorrow.
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
But those are true stories, man. I don't have nothing reason to lie. So I mean, I got Chuck Knowles' autograph downstairs too. So
Mean Joe Green, I think it was the Indiana Mall. I must have been 5 or 6. I think 5. He thought I was a little girl, and I didn't correct him.
Well, Robbie Mears, when they first met me, they thought I was a little girl because I had long hair. Because Kurt jumped on, it just clicked into my head. And you know what I mean? They thought I was a little girl because I had long hair. I'm like, get the hell out of here. Because when I was at like second grade, I was real skinny as shit, and I don't know what the hell happened. Like I was real skinny, you know. No, hey, Steeler Freak, thank you, brother. Maybe see you tomorrow and see you Saturday, man. Just
see you later.
Watch the notifications, brother. We'll be doing this 2 more times this week, but you know,
this week has went fast, hasn't it?
I know. But you know what though? It only comes. This is like Christmas. It only comes once a year. You know, back in the day, Steelers week it was you know you get all the news and you just try to pay attention and you do all this, and then with these podcasting, that's why I decided to do this. This was just a spur of the moment thing.
Well, I'm hoping Christmas, nothing against Jesus. I'm hoping Christmas becomes Hanukkah, and instead of one night, there's many nights. So we have a couple more nights of these.
If the Steelers, when the Steelers beat Buffalo, I guarantee it'll be the same. I'll do the same thing, you know. But I can't do anything. I'm not going to be doing anything Sunday. I mean, I'm good, but I can't.
Are you gonna partake in Iron City?
Oh, probably a couple. Because last time I got on when the Steelers was in the playoffs, when TJ Watt scored against Kansas City, and I almost drank a whole bottle of Captain, and I wasn't pretty online.
Really?
Yeah, it was god awful.
How much?
Me and Mav, it was bad, huh?
How much do you drink during a playoff game?
I don't know. It all depends. I do a lot of pacing. Like when I do stuff at the bar, I'm usually the bartender, so I'm usually up. Maybe I'll sit down a little bit, but I usually, you know what I mean? I got both TVs on and, you know, stuff like that because, you know, and by the way, I'm having a Rumble thing. I forgot to tell you. So if you're not doing nothing Saturday for the Royal Rumble, if you want to come to the house, I'm having something.
This Saturday?
No, the Rumble. It's the 27th.
Oh, the Rumble. Okay, Yeah, I can make it.
Okay. Chris Anderson says, I had the privilege to meet Franco Harris at the Nittany Mullen State College and was the best experience I had meeting one of my sports heroes, and he looked like he could still go. Yeah, I met him and Rocky Blyer. I met Blyer a couple times and Mike
Rocky
Webster.
Blyer is just like a social butterfly. I think everybody's had run-ins with that cat.
Craig, Shane got him to do I did a video.
Twice. He did a video for us twice.
I tried, but I think you got to go through his agent, but I think if I network a little more and take the F-bombs off my show and try to think of another word besides me saying the F-bomb, because the algorithms and people that watch stuff like this are not going to take me seriously if I say and do a little ranting. So if I calm down and just be more, but I mean, some people do. I mean, JT Toth, I was on his show. He's like this. He said this is, one of the best Steeler podcasts that he knows. So, I mean, maybe because it's full of love and
you're sincere.
My energy. Yeah.
Sincerity.
Well, my energy. Yeah. I'm just a common man from Marion Center. What can I say?
Well, Pittsburgh Dad actually went to WVU, and if you run into him when he's on vacation, he'll throw a promo. But I think he does have an agent. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, because I think I tried to contact him. But hey, look, I'm just going to network and keep networking. I mean, that's all I'm going to do. This show is like I said before, if I have 2 people or 2 million people, I'm going to be the same with 2 million as I am with 2. That's just how it is. I'm not saying I'm not any better than anybody else. I just try to do something I love. I like doing this, as long as I, get my other stuff in my other life, and my wife is very supportive. And
is Tammy feeling better?
Yeah. She went. I think she went back. She went back to work today. But the kid has been sick off and on. So I mean, it's that stuff.
Mine was out for 4 days last week with we thought mono, but it wasn't mono.
Drink
it was
orange
just
juice.
Sleep your ass off.
Oh yeah, that too. I don't know what sleeping my ass off is because I stay late and then I get up early. So are you in for tomorrow? You coming tomorrow? Okay, I'll send you.
I might be 5 minutes late, but
Hey, I just send a link, and when you pop in, I'll pop you on. I did have some fans that I had Benjamin. I sent him a link, and I don't know what happened. And Craig Anderson said he had some technical difficulties.
I don't know what. You know what, Bubba? I'll throw this out there. Maybe I should try to visit him and do we'll do a check-in with a fan, huh?
Whatever. I like I said, after the season, I got the trivia winners, and I'm gonna have Tammy pick the winner out, and I'm gonna give, and then I would like to just get some merchandise, some Triple B merchandise, and
I did get in touch with that person I've been trying to get in touch with, and I'll talk with you offline about that.
Okay. Well, like I said, Shane, thanks for popping in tonight. Everybody, thanks for popping into this Black and Gold Dynasty Thursday night edition podcast show. I know everybody and their brother was doing shows tonight. Shane, you was doing a show. Rich Smoke was doing a show. Freight Train was doing a show. I was doing a show. So, I mean, everybody I know does podcasting. It's just a small networking world of podcasters and YouTubers. I consider myself an entertainer. So, I don't know. But, hey, everybody, please hit like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Come back tomorrow night at 9 o'clock because Kyle, everybody, we got a whole bunch of people. Yes, he said tomorrow is going to be something. Yes. Tomorrow at 9 o'clock, Kyle will be in. Donnie, I'm going to send a link out to everybody. Some of the Mania panel will be on. Larry Stryker will be in. We're going to talk Steeler football. We're going to have a good time tomorrow. Kyle is going to bring his Buffalo Bill fan lore, and it's going to be something that's never been done before because, honestly, I never had one of these pep rallies, like this during a Steeler playoff game. And I never had anybody that we were facing coming on during one of these kind of shows. It's kind of like a mega cast because everybody now is in podcasting. So to me, that's a mega cast. It's nothing to do with Steelers Realm and Triple B Experience, which I gave that name. The mega cast is people on podcasting come together and come on one show, and that is truly a mega cast.
Well, I'm not a podcaster, Bubba. I'm a field correspondent, number one, and number two, I'm a fan of college sports. So that's I'm just
here. But you're on a show.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm gonna have to do a new intro maybe because if I do a mega cast, you know what I mean? Because I would have done something with
glamour
Steelers
shots.
Well, I did something with Steelers Realm, but they didn't. Maybe they're too busy. I don't know. Usually Jim Tiger gets a hold of me. I don't know. And they're busy, and I'm busy too. Because it's all about the experience doing shows with the podcast of the Black and Gold. So, I mean, that's what it is. I got to take my own brand and do what I got to do. That's how I'm doing it. So, I mean, I try to help everybody out. That's what I try to do. But everybody, thanks for tuning in. Shane, thanks for coming on tonight. Rich Smoke, thanks for tuning in. Kyle L., see you tomorrow. Everybody, see you guys tomorrow at 9 o'clock. We're going to be back talking Steeler football. We're going to be pumped up. It's like a pep rally with no cheerleaders. Unless I can find some cheerleaders, that'll be good. I don't know if I can find them. Or we could go to cheerleaders, but Cal can't get in. I had to end on that one. That was good. Oh, my. Oh, he already said that one. Okay, everybody. Thank you. Have a good night. Shane, I'll see you. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. See you guys tomorrow at 9 p.m. It's a Triple B Experience show tomorrow. It'll be a Triple B Experience Steelers/Pep Rally show. That's how I'm going to name it. So, everybody, thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, Shane.